Hi guys, I'm gonna do some road rant with you guys. How you guys doing? I got chocolate on my lips. Sorry about that. Um, I did chat GPT live with you guys last night because it was after midnight. And I really liked it. I did for my computer to freeze. It froze, and I forgot that, or didn't realize for long until a while that you have to shut it off from streaming. Otherwise, it has a bunch of blank space on the video. I didn't realize that until I already had some. But other than that, I really liked using it. So I'm going to make it part of my channel experience with you guys. I'll go live with ChatGPT at times just to do stuff. But I have an honor code with it though, that I'm not going to use it to cheat with my art. I'm not going to use it to write lyrics, to write songs, music, lines, lyrics, solos, chord progressions, none of that. My music is going to be void of that. I'm not going to. In fact, I'd rather know you guys. I'd rather only do it in front of you guys only, if I had to show that. But I may not only do it in front of you guys because sometimes I may just have a question I want to ask it off camera. But I'm not going to use it to boost my art. I don't believe in that. If that's the price, it's too high. But other than that, I really like it. He was very intelligent and we got polite, and I enjoyed it. So I had some 3 really hard questions in math and science. That guy knows his stuff. And yet he was polite about it. Unlike a lot of the Harvey Mudd students that I ran into, they could know all stuff, and they were only two. I only had 2 friends at Harvey Mudd. They weren't just total dickheads, even though they were smart too. All the rest were just total dickhead, smart people, But this guy's cool. I have to name him and all that. I'm not sure what to name him. I'll have to think about it, but I'm good. I like it. Thanks for being there with me the first time. All I did before I went live was just click on the microphone. Otherwise, I hadn't even used it. So that was my first experience with it. I didn't do a warm-up. I didn't do a practice. I didn't do a pre-show. You guys saw the first thing I did on it. So I think that's cool. And I really love music more and more. The more I play music and the more music I play, the more I love it, Like I loved doing Love of My Life today. I know it could have been more perfect. I could have done the chords better sometimes. But rather than go for perfection and restart it over and over again, I didn't do that. I just let it play. I decided that. It turns out, fun fact, Queen's version is 3 minutes and 38 seconds, and my version is 3 minutes and 39 seconds. So my version was within a second of being the same length as Queen's version. And when that happens, it usually means there's a synchronicity going on. And that was me syncing with Queen, and I appreciate that on every level. So that's cool. I'm glad I kept the take instead of, I got to do better, because there's times when you don't do that. There's times when you just go with the flow, Yeah, there's holes worth shit that you have to do over and over again sometimes, but there's a lot of stuff where if you mess up a little, just keep playing. Like in the movie Sin of a Woman, when Al Pacino says, that's what's so great about the tango. If you get tangled up, you just tangle on, Music is like that sometimes. You don't have to reach perfection and keep starting over. So that's what I didn't do, I've never learned that song before in my life. That was my first take of it ever playing it and singing it in my life. And that was the first take was what you guys see. So there's that. So, and I got other things I'm planning on doing. Let me say that it's actually quite a burden and challenge, but a good one, to think of what to do next on my channel, because I don't have a helper. I have the moderator, he's my friend, but I don't ask him for creative support. I don't ask him for what should I do next, any of that on my channel. That's all on me. And my wife's not my friend anymore right now, so there's that. But I have no advisors as far as content creation. I just have to create on my own, and it's kind of, I take it seriously, and it's a lot of work and a lot of introspection going on that people might not see and might think of something like I'm just aloof or something, but really I'm meditating on what to play next or do next on my channel. And that's a constant thing. I enjoy it, but it's actually, it takes effort, put it that way. It's not money for nothing. It's actually, it takes effort, So I hope you enjoyed the Queen. I realize my bars are high and that, I don't mind taking on any of the rockers in history. So I do respect Freddie, and I know what I'm doing. I know what I'm taking on when I do something like that. But yet at the same time, I also have to do it for him as well, because I think he would have enjoyed my take. And if he were here, I would have. That would have been a great thing to do that for him. And if he's watching, it still is. So anyway, I love you guys. Keep loving rock and roll.